We are live here from Eastside Lathan Stadium on the campus of Northwest High School as we've got a terrific matchup of the Vikings of Northwest High School versus the Coyotes of West Creek High School. Hello everyone, Patton Cook alongside my partner Marcus Modi. Marcus, it's football time in Tennessee once here, and we've got an exciting matchup, week one of our series here for Austin Peay. What are we thinking?
It's going to be very energetic. Both teams high-powered offense. West Creek 35 points a game. Northwest 32 points a game. It's going to be very energetic.
Yeah, some of the players that are going to power this offense for both teams. First for Northwest is going to be the powerful quarterback, Gabe Siebert.
Gabe Siebert, the 5'11 junior. He's thrown for over 489 yards, 5 touchdowns, completed on 44% of his passes. He's very balanced, and he also is able to run. He's 128 yards on the ground.
Now, Northwest did not get to use this powerful quarterback last year as he was playing baseball for most of the season. So he's going to be locked and loaded, ready to go here for Northwest High School in his first season back since freshman year. Now, moving on to West Creek High School, it's going to be Yasir Thomas, the powerful and electrifying running back.
Yasir Thomas, the 5'11 junior as well. He's rushed for over 428 yards, 5 touchdowns, averaging 12 yards a carry. 12 yards. That's just amazing. 12 yards a carry. The Vikings going to have to watch out for him each and every time that he touches the football.
He is just so perfect for their offensive scheme and the triple option, and he is thriving right now for West Creek. Now, moving on to some of the keys that are going to really affect this game for both teams. First for Northwest is going to be stay balanced on the offensive end.
The Vikings just need to stay balanced, keep the defense on their toes. Passes here, passes there, rushes here, rushes there, keep them on their toes, get them into a manageable third downs. It's going to be looking good for the Vikings if they are ordered to do that.
Yeah, it's easy to fall in love with the passing game when you got a quarterback like Gabe, but just to hand it off to those running backs, get their 6-7 yards, and you're going to win this game tonight if you're Northwest. Now, moving on to West Creek, is going to be something they struggled with all season so far, giving up 41 points a game, but it's just to stay strong on the defensive end.
Yes, sir. As you said, 41 points a game. You can't allow a team to give up 41 points. You're just going to have to stay strong, stay firm, get penetration up front, force them into second and long, second and 12s, third and 14s, so you make it easier and give your offense more chances to be on the field.
Well, we've got a game that promises to be an offensive, electrifying game tonight. 41 points, as Marcus has been saying. We're live here on APSU-TV.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
And we welcome you back here to Northwest High School. The tip-off has occurred, and West Creek will receive the ball first. Marcus, to run through the captains for Northwest. First, Gabe Siebert for Northwest. Also, Cameron Santiago. We also got Jamal Mole, and finally, Amiri Course. Now, Amiri Course, we can kind of talk about this a little later in the broadcast, but he was the Man of Valor, a kind of award they're going to give out for this game this year, Marcus.
Yes, sir. The Man of Valor is something that they believe that a person who stands out, who is somebody that just worked hard, grind each and every day.
The kickoff is about to be underway, and for Northwest High School, number 65 will be kicking off, Paul Moore. So he's going to kick off for Northwest High School, and back to receive is Walter Beatty. West Creek gets the kickoff, and he's dropped immediately. That was Cameron Santiago who ended up returning it, but tackled immediately by a host of Vikings. So that's where West Creek will start, Marcus. 1st and 10. It looks like the 33-yard line, and we're going to get to see this powerful rushing attack of West Creek.
Yes, sir, Pat. West Creek runs the triple option, so it's multiple options to run the ball. They've run over 690 yards in the past 2 games, so look forward for them to run the football.
Our player to watch was Yasir Thomas, and he's just going to be someone they're going to look to get the ball to all night tonight. Chris Parson is going to be leading the charge for West Creek. Parson takes a snap, but drops it and nearly gets sacked, and he's going to get dropped. A huge play by Jamal Rogers, the defensive end for Northwest.
And right then and there, it was a lot of penetration by the Vikings, and it caused and forced that fumble.
That's not how you want to start your offense if you're West Creek, because that's something you're going to have to rely on. Your defense not been going so great this season. Troublesome start for the Coyotes. They hand it off to Yasir Thomas, and he is dropped instantly. This defense for Northwest looking very strong early, Marcus.
Yes, sir, and that penetration, like I said earlier, the penetration is going to be key for the Vikings in order to stop this triple option.
So already there in 3rd and a mile for West Creek. Really forced to throw it, which they've only done 4 times this year, Marcus. So it's something they're not very comfortable in. 3rd and 18. Parson back for quarterback for the Coyotes. He takes it, he's going to drop back the pass, looking, intercepted. That is intercepted by Robert Baker, and he's going gone. Touchdown, Vikings. A huge play by the Vikings defense, and we've got a score already, Marcus.
Great job and great recognition right there. Saw the route, anticipated, attacked the ball, got the interception, and he had room to run.
We already saw how they don't want to throw the ball. In first play of the game, a pick 6. That's not how Chris Parson wanted to get off his night. But West Creek struggling on offense early, Marcus.
West Creek's going to have to do a better job of getting positive yardage, chipping away to get closer to that 3rd down and manageable.
Back to kick for Northwest, and the kick is good.
Kick is good.
So 7-0 is your score after that pick 6 for Northwest. We're going to take a break. Stay with us right here on APSU-TV.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Northwest getting ready to kick off, and not a better start you could ask for if you're that Northwest defense. You knew this offense was going to be ready to attack, but it's stalling early, Marcus.
Yes, sir, and the penetration is going to be key for the Vikings. Getting them to a long 3rd downs, and it's going to work in their favor.
Paul Moore getting ready to kick off once again.
Once again to kick off.
Once again, 7-0 is your score with 10:35 left to go in the first quarter. Moore kicks it far and deep, and Walter Beatty's got the ball. Breaking a tackle, going to the 30, and he gets tackled. Great tackle there by the Malachi Shute, the outside linebacker. So that's where West Creek is going to start. 1st and 10. They're looking to get a rhythm, because after that pick 6, their confidence has got to be shot a little bit.
Yes, sir. They just slow down. They rushed it a little bit. Take your time. Know your personnel. Take care of your personnel and get some good yards.
Look for, it's got to be Yasir Thomas to get this offense going here for West Creek. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see too many more passing plays from this offense, if at all possible. I hand it off to Yasir Thomas, and he is immediately at the line. That is big number 1, Nathan Luna, the fullback.
Pick up 1 yard.
straight out of the line, the linebacker rather, and he just met Yasir Thomas at the line.
He recognized it, attacked, swallowed him up.
So already Yasir Thomas struggling early. This is not something he's had to encounter. He's got 428 yards between the two games. Chris Parson keeps it, tosses it out to the outside, and the man is dropped, but a flag is thrown. If I had to guess, it looked like maybe a late hit out of bounds there, Marcus.
Yes, sir. It looked like
This
a
is
late
something
hit.
that could bail this West Creek offense.
It could potentially get these guys going.
Looking to see what the call is. No word yet, but from the referee, but 2 or 3 flags were thrown immediately.
Personal foul.
Going to be a personal foul on the defense, so once again, that's just going to bail out that West Creek offense, and what would have been 3rd and long is now going to be a fresh set of downs.
At the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line for West Creek, and new life is shown here for the Coyotes. Parson takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Yasir Thomas, and he is dropped once again. No time for this Coyote offense. He was dropped by Malachi Shute. That's two tackles in a row for the young man. And this defense looking very powerful for Northwest High School.
And as you just saw in that replay, Malachi Shute just attacked the quarterback instantly. Gave him no time to take that pitch.
Chris Parson running to the right. He's going to keep it and get a couple yards. A good gain there. Really one of the few times tonight West Creek has found some opening in the run game. So 3rd down, looks like 3rd and maybe 6 or 7 for this West Creek offense. This is another tough kind of running down here. You need to get it into the 3rd and 4 range. With this 3rd and 7, you have to think Northwest knows what they're going to want to do here. 8:41 left to go. Chris Parson takes the snap, houses it out to Yasir Thomas, and he is dropped. A huge hit by Costa Lindsay. But it looks like it's going to be on the Coyotes anyway, so they're going to decline the penalty in 4th down. Looking for the exact call from the referee. It's going to be holding on the Coyotes, so that penalty is going to be declined, and 4th down is going to pursue.
Another quick 3 and out for the Coyotes.
Yeah, this offense really struggling. Yasir Thomas can't find any open room. That's all down to the penetration we talked about in our open, Marcus.
Yes, sir. That penetration is helping the Vikings out right now, forcing them into 3rd and longs, getting them out of their comfort zone.
Looks like Damian Crisp is back to kick the ball away for the Coyotes. The junior gets the snap and kicks it away cleanly. Oddly enough, that is the quarterback back to receive it. And the ball is placed down. It looks like the 5-yard line, so a great punt by Damian Crisp. So Marcus, is going to be the first time we get to see this powerful offense for Northwest, and Gabe Siebert leading the charge.
Yes, sir. And Siebert, he does a great job of just being very balanced. Let's see what the Vikings are going to do on this first trip, already up 7-0.
You'd have to think they want to play it conservative, especially since they're at their own 4-yard line, but 8:20 left to go in this first quarter. A lot has happened already. A pick 6 for the Coyotes. Haven't really found their offensive rhythm just yet, but Northwest is looking pretty. Up 7 in the first quarter. Once again, Seibert in the shotgun here for the Vikings. Looks like the left tackle wasn't in for Northwest. Michael Walker jumped off sides.
Flag on the play.
Looked like a false start from up here, and that is, so they're going to back them up even further.
Miscommunication with the Vikings offensive line right there, and 5 yards.
There's a lot of pressure here for this offensive line because they want to get a strong kind of start out of the line, because any penetration into your end zone not really going to bode well for your quarterback. Seibert in the shotgun in his own end zone. Feeds it off to LaQuaylin Nicholson, and he gets a couple yards out to the 9-yard line. So a positive run to start for the Vikings.
Positive and even more. They're back within, and now it's a manageable 2nd and 5.
Right here, Northwest, a lot of options. They can either hand it off to Nicholson once again, to Zer bell cow at the tailback position. 2nd and 5 once again, 7:42 remaining in this first quarter. Seibert hands it off to Nicholson, and he's got some room. A great run, and it looks like he's going to get that first down out to about the 13-yard line. A first down run for Nicholson.
Left side of the line. Picks up a first down, Vikings.
As you see on the replay, great cutback by Nicholson, and he just lowers his shoulders to get those extra yards and get that first down.
Tackle made by Alvion Thornton. He's one of the captains tonight for West Creek Coyotes. Positive start here for Northwest on the offensive end. Taking slow and methodical plays to get at this West Creek defense. Seibert slings it out to his wide receiver, and he's got some room. A positive game once again for Seibert, and that's going to be 2nd and manageable.
Pick up to the 26-yard
Looks like the
line.
pass was completed to Albert Bennett.
Pick up of 8 yards.
That quick screen right there, Coyotes wasn't ready for it. As soon as he caught, took 6-7 yards, and now make an easy 2nd down for them.
Screen something that can get Seibert into a rhythm in this offense. Just quick, easy throws, get it out of there, and no pressure from that strong defensive line from West Creek.
2nd and a long 2.
2nd and 2 for the Vikings. Another screen pass out to a Viking. He's going to get the first down. Great run there from Dominic Girantano, the fullback.
Pick up to the 34-yard line, resulting in a first
The Vikings
down,
once again threw another
Vikings.
screen pass. Coyotes once again wasn't ready for it, and Girantano made a few guys miss, got the first down.
Did a good job getting that first down. Looked like it was going to get a loss of downs, but gets that first down, and the offense keeps rolling for Northwest High School. Seibert back in the shotgun. Hands it off to Nicholson, and he's got a lot of room. Battling to his way to about the 45-yard line, and that's going to be another first down for the Vikings.
Running to the left side of the line, results in a first
And let's just take a
down.
look at that block on the end by that receiver right there. That block right there made it pivotal for that first down.
That doesn't happen. That defensive player is going to meet Nicholson right at the line. Not to say that he's going to tackle him necessarily, but a great block, that something you need from your wide receivers. It's just good quality blocking. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line for the Vikings. Seibert's going to go back to pass, fire it deep. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught. Robert Baker, and he is dropped by a Coyote. A huge throw, but there is a flag.
Robert Baker.
A flag is thrown.
Flag on the play.
I didn't see much there, Marcus.
Potentially roughing the passer, Pat.
But what a great throw from Seibert there to Robert Baker. Baker already a huge impact on this game. He's got a pick 6, and then he had that huge throw. Looks like a legal man downfield. That's a killer for the Vikings.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but that was wrong on my part.
They're going to back it up after that huge game from Robert Baker and Gabe Seibert. And it's going to be first down still, but it's going to be first and about 15.
And that was a great play by the Vikings. It stunned Tomic, who was playing corner at the time. He wasn't anticipating that go route, and it was perfect, but that penalty cost him.
Nicholson has just been doing such a number on this Coyote defense. A little play action pass, and it got Robert Baker wide open. An empty set here for Gabe Seibert and the Vikings. It's going to be a jet sweep here. Dominic Garantano, and it's a huge run out to about the 50-yard line. Or rather, that was actually number 6, Albert Bennett.
Run to the 49-yard
As you watch this jet sweep, right here, he gets that good block by number 5, Giantaro. Once again, the blocking is very pivotal right now and is giving them even more extra yards and making it easier for Nicholson and the other running backs to get those extra yards.
This offensive playbook for the Vikings is going deep into their bag right now, throwing out all the stops, and it's working. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line. A fake to Nicholson, and Seibert's going to take it. A decent run and knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag.
Late hit.
That is clear as day, and we saw it up here from the booth, and the referee had no problem seeing it. That's going to be a first down. He might have gotten it either way, but that's going to be even more yards for the Vikings. Maybe losing their composure here a little bit, Marcus. The Coyotes really struggling to stop this offense. They've been going on about a 5-minute drive right now, and it's tiring them out a little bit.
That was more of a frustration hit right there, seeing that he didn't get that first initial hit on Seibert, so it was a little frustration right there.
So 1st and 10 at the, looks like the 31-yard line for the Vikings, and they are marching down this field. This drive started at the 2-yard line, and they're up all to the 31. Nicholson moves over to the left hip of Seibert. Seibert slings it out to a wide open man. Good juke there. That's Albert Bennett once again. He's an early factor on this offense.
The Vikings once again, another quick screen. Coyotes not recognizing it, getting more, just even chipping away 6, 7 yards, making it an easy 2nd and manageable for the Vikings.
2nd and 4 with 3:12 remaining in this game. A 7-0 score so far for the Northwest Vikings. If you're just now coming to us, a pick 6 for Robert Baker. Got the Vikings up ahead right now. Seibert hands it off to Nicholson, and he's once again just finding a lot of room, and another first down it looks like. Finding anything and everything right now, Marcus.
You just got to give credit to the offensive line. That offensive line is giving him a big gap for him to just easily run through.
So another fresh set of downs for the Vikings. Ball spotted at, looks like the 19, 18-yard line. Seibert looking over at the defense. He's going to drop back to pass. He finds Nicholson. He's got a lot of room once again, and he's just bowling over the defender. Nicholson not only on the running game, Marcus, but now he's starting to get his way in the passing game.
Yes, sir, and that balanced offense is Coyotes expecting runs, but that quick little out route for Nicholson got him open. He had room to run, and once again, he just bulldozers over the defender.
It's going to be 1st and goal at, looks like the 8 or 7-yard line for the Vikings. A terrific drive, a first drive for the Vikings, and they're looking to capitalize. A minute 37 remaining in this first quarter. Seibert takes a snap, and he's going into the end zone, fighting for every yard. Touchdown. His knee did not hit the ground. He kind of fumbled into the end zone and collect the ball. That's a good old-fashioned touchdown.
Reminds you of that Auburn, Oregon game where when the receiver just went over the defender back right then and there, as you see on the screen. Just easy peasy touchdown.
That's just an easy drive for Northwest. They didn't really have to struggle at just about anything. And they're looking pretty right now, 13-0. 1:25 remaining in this first quarter. Now on for the extra point. Looks like a flag on the play. And it's on the Coyotes.
Encroachment.
It's a pointless penalty right there for the Coyotes. It looks like they might go for it here. Yep, after that penalty, the Coyotes really looking dangerous, or looking like they're in trouble now that Seibert has run back out onto the field, and the Vikings are going to go for 2 on this play. And why not, Marcus? You're up 13-0 right now. Try to spread your lead out just a little bit more.
You have no pressure on you. You see how the defense is playing against you for the Vikings. Just, hey, you got to take a chance.
Yeah. Ball spotted at, looks like the 1 or 2 yard line, so this is Nicholson territory if I've ever seen it, Marcus. Another flag.
Flag on the play.
And it's coming back.
Yeah. And it's directly against the Northwest Vikings, so the field goal team's going to come back out. After all that, we are pumping them up, Marcus. They just let us down right there. So Paul Moore's going to trot back out on the field. I'm sure he is exhausted right now after running back and forth. He's going to have to kick a field goal.
Yeah, we can. Yeah. I got you.
A high snap. The kick is up. And it's good.
It's good.
So your score 14-0 with 1:25 remaining. Northwest looking very dominant right now. Stay with us as we're going to take a break right here on the APSU TV.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
All of our high school football games are streamed live on the Clarksville Montgomery County School System's website at cmcss.net and are produced by the APSU Department of Communications. Watch a replay of our high school football games on APSU-TV Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. APSU-TV is available on Spectrum Channel 192, AT&T U-verse Channel 99, and CDE Lightband Channel 9. Looking a little bit too easy right now for Northwest, Marcus. 14-0 your score, 1:25. And throwing back to last year, this is the only win that Northwest received, so their confidence has got to be through the roof right now.
Yes, sir, and the Coyotes just need to regroup. It's still not, it's only the first quarter,
Exactly.
1:25 left. You still have plenty of time, plenty of football.
Walter Beatty tried to get the kick, but it rolled into the end zone, and a touchback will be called, and 1st and 10 at the 20 is where the Coyotes will start.
20-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Coyotes.
And things can't get much worse, Marcus, for the Coyotes. So they're just looking for a couple first downs to get their confidence back up. But especially for a team, if you're coming in, you're scoring 30 points a game. That's not looking very promising right now.
And the Coyotes, they're very strong in the first quarter. So this is not, they're not in their norm. They love to score in the first quarter, start early, but it's time to just regroup, settle down, realize that the first quarter wasn't on your side, but we still have 3 more quarters of football.
Parson back at the quarterback position, keeps the toss, and he's going to toss it out to Walter Beatty. He's got a lot of room, running down the sideline and tackled. A huge tackle from Cameron Santiago. Take a look at this replay, Marcus.
And as you see on the replay right here, great job by Chris Parsons to attract the defense and then pitch out to Beatty, and Beatty makes a guy miss and for that big gain.
A huge gain. We'll get a fresh set of downs at the 47-yard line for the Coyotes.
47, correction.
They hit it off to Braxton Smith, and he's not got a lot of room, and he's dropped in the backfield for a loss. Looks like that was Tavares Albury. He's just an all-around athlete, isn't he, Marcus?
Very aggressive, very hard field. Just goes with anger. And right then and there, Braxton Smith, he just had no room to run. Oh my goodness. That was a
vicious hit on Yasir Thomas, and a flag is blown. And it's going to be a false start on West Creek, so Yasir Thomas got that hit for nothing. And they're going to back it up another 5 yards.
That hurt me a little bit, Pat, right there. That was a very tough hit.
So second down, it looks like 17 or 18. And this is stuff you just can't have. If you're struggling on offense, you can't be shooting yourself on the foot with penalties. Parson looking for a play from his coaching staff. Only 24 seconds remaining in this first quarter. It is flown by Marcus with a lot of domination from Northwest, and a flag is called. It's going to be a delay of game, so back them up another 5 yards.
Delay of game.
But just wasn't able to decide on what play was going on. It was a lot of miscommunication. Just took too much time. You got to hurry up your offense.
And what looked like a great run from Walter Beatty, they're back right where they started pretty much with second and 23. Parson is going to keep the ball, and he's going to fight for every yard he can get up to the 44-yard line. A positive run, but still it's going to be 3rd and 13.
The quarterback to the 44-yard line.
One thing I would say, Pat, at least he chipped away. It was a little chip away. Even though it's 3rd and 12, that's way better than 3rd and 23.
Now 3rd and 13.
That is going to be the end of this first quarter. 14-0 is your score. And I believe we are going to take a commercial break, so stay with us for the rest of the second quarter and the rest of the game right here on APSU-TV.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
We welcome you back here at Northwest High School. 14-0 is your score, and Chris Parson is back to pass. A great defensive play by Cameron Santiago. But a flag is thrown. We'll see who it's on. If it's on Northwest, it's going to be a killer. No word yet from the referee. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be too many men downfield, so that's going to be a turnover, or not yet, it's going to be a punting here for the Coyotes.
Illegal man downfield. The penalty is
Marcus, if you would, just tell us how great of an athlete you must be to break up a pass like that if you're Cameron Santiago.
Santiago did a good job. He was undersized. The receiver is bigger than him, taller than him, but he still, no matter the size, he still attacked the ball, put his hand out, knocked the ball down.
So after that great defensive play, we're going to have a punt here for the Coyotes. Damian Crisp here to kick it away. And the quarterback, Gabe Sibbert, is back to receive. The punt is away, and a fair catch is going to be called for Sibbert. Well done from Sibbert. Last time around, the ball rolled all the way down to the 4-yard line, but this time got under it, called it for a fair catch at the 27-yard line.
Coaches got on him last time, telling him to catch the ball, but they marched down the field with ease and scored. So it was a win-win for those guys.
I don't know if the Vikings can look any better than what they did last time out, Marcus, but they're going to try to get some more points on the board and try to end this game by half. It's like a stoppage in play for some reason for the referees. We're good to go.
The Coyotes just going to need to do a better job getting penetration up front, forcing Sibbert into a bad throw or anything that's uncomfortable for him.
Sibbert found Albert Bennett and a great throw at just a short catching, a passing catch there, and it's all the way up to the 47-yard line.
As I was just speaking, the Coyotes didn't get Sibbert uncomfortable, so once he threw that ball, he had space to run and got that first down and more.
A huge game so far for Albert Bennett, doing it on both ends. And it's going to be a fresh set of downs and 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. Nicholson in the backfield for the Vikings. Sibbert keeps him. He hands it over to Albert Bennett, and a huge hit from Walter Beatty. But Albert Bennett sneaks through and gets another first down for the Vikings.
The Coyotes bid for the run once again, as Sibbert before the play told his receivers, same play. Threw it over a quick slant and got that first down.
And he just kind of found the soft spot in the defense and sat in it and showed his numbers, and Sibbert found him. 10:37 remaining in this first quarter. It's been all Northwest. 14-0 is your score. I hand it off to Nicholson. He's just carrying 4 or 5 Coyotes to the 38-yard line.
Nicholson is really just getting whatever he wants. The offensive line is getting a great push, allowing Nicholson to get to that second level and get 3, 4, 5 yards each and every carry that he had.
Yeah, one of our keys was for this offense for Northwest to stay balanced. They've got this defense on their heels right now. They're passing it very well. They're running it very well. It's just a nightmare for this Coyote defense. 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line for Sibbert. Goes back to pass, fires it deep. A dangerous throw, nearly intercepted. That was broken up by Elijah Reed. And it looks like he's might come up injured there. He got his legs taken out from under him.
Injury on the field.
We got an injury, so while this happens, we'd like to thank one of our sponsors, which is TennesseeHighSchoolFootball.com. TNHighSchoolFootball.com is the source for all things high school football in Tennessee. From Donovan Stewart's victory formation column to podcast interviews with area coaches, TNHighSchoolFootball.com has you covered. Nominate and vote for weekly players of the week at TNHighSchoolFootball.com. Does look like that player's still down for the West Creek Coyotes. And I guess during this we can kind of talk about just how great this offense from Northwest has been. We've talked about the balance that we needed to see from this offense, but coming from a team that only won 1 game last year, this is a totally different team. And a little more on that, the coach said it just straight up wasn't fun last year. I mean, anytime when you're losing more than 8 or 7 games, it's going to be a tough season, but this season, a whole new season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, a whole new season, and with that, it's just they have everything to prove. They only won 1 game, so what else do they have to lose?
Yeah.
So they're going to come out each and every game hard. no matter what. Always playing to that last second.
Thankfully, that player for West Creek did walk off under his own power, so that is great to see. As the players walk back out onto the field, it's going to be 3rd and 6 at the Coyote 48-yard line. And this is something where this offense has kind of proved they can do either. They can run it for 6 yards, or they can sling it a mile with Gabe Seibert. Seibert, rather.
I did the same thing last week.
Seibert in the shotgun with Nicholson. A play action pass. He's got his man. He's got the first down and more. A huge pass and catch. That was complete to number 13, Robert Baker. A huge effect on this game, Marcus.
Great play action pass right there. It made the Coyotes bid forward, and there was a little quick screen cut upfield by Baker. Missed, made a few guys miss, got some more yards. But it seemed like it was a flag on the play, and it is coming back.
Yeah, it's going to be holding. It worked a little too well, it looked like, from up here. But it's going to back them up a considerable amount of yards. The ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line of the Coyotes. So this is going to be definitely a passing situation, you would think here, Marcus.
Yes, sir.
But you just don't want to force anything. You're up 14. No need to throw an interception now. Robert Baker coming out looks a little shaken up after that quick screen pass from Seibert. Seibert back to pass. Got pressure up the middle, looking for something. A flag is thrown, and he's just going to walk out of bounds. Looks like it's probably going to be a holding, if I had to guess, once again, on the Vikings. Once again, it's going to be holding. We'll see if they're going to accept it.
There may be 2 flags.
It's going to be holding on the Northwest, but it is going to be declined. So 4th down, definitely punting territory.
And this is the first time tonight that the Coyotes got that penetration up front and made Seibert uncomfortable, where he couldn't look downfield to get an easy throw, try to get that first down. So now punting formation is out, and now they have a chance to get the ball back.
Back to kick for the Vikings is Paul Moore. So with 9:05 remaining, 14-0 is your score. We've got another flag, maybe. Nope, it's going to be a timeout for West Creek.
Timeout, West Creek.
See if they're going to try to get some pressure on this punt, maybe, Marcus. Maybe get some momentum going their direction, but otherwise it's been all Northwest.
Yes, sir. Northwest with the pick 6, and then that slow march down upfield. It's looking like all Vikings right now before the half.
And there's still some time here left in this. Well, we're going to take a break here since this timeout. Rather, we're going to stay here. So 9:05 once again, 14-0 is your score. A lot of time left. Once again, Marcus, we've kind of keep trying to say this because it's so true. Anything can happen. You get a block on this punt, a lot of momentum can shift either way.
I believe the reason why they called that timeout was because they ain't have enough people on the field. You got to have 11 on the field. You only had 10 on the field.
We've seen our fair share of penalties tonight for both teams. But 4th and 22 for the Vikings, and they're punting away. Nearly blocked, but a flag is thrown. Ran into the kicker.
Flag on the play.
It looked like Paul Moore got drilled immediately after he kicked it. This could be a costly penalty.
Very costly. That could potentially be a first down for the Vikings.
We'll see what this referee is looking to say.
Personal foul.
It's going to be roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker.
And the Vikings offense is going back on the field. Very costly penalty for the Coyotes right there.
Now we were talking about a momentum swing here for the Coyotes, but it has swung right back for the Vikings and bad to worse for the Coyotes.
Not only was 4th and 22nd, now it's a 15-yard penalty. Now the ball is spotted at 39.
Seibert once again gets a chance to break this Coyote defense down, something he's done pretty much all night tonight. Both with his legs, he's got a rushing touchdown to show for his effort tonight. And we're going to get another timeout. And Northwest going to call a timeout, kind of to see what they want to do here. The coaching staff does not look too happy with the offense right now. Vernon Wright, the head coach, he's done a great job, but we're going to head to a break. 14-0 your score with 8:59 remaining in this half. Stay with us right here on APSU-TV.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary, but I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. We've all been misunderstood. You're not a fighter.
I don't understand that at all.
Kids with learning and attention issues like dyslexia and ADHD are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand.
Best plan ever!
With the right support, everyone can reach their full potential because you can't judge a bull by his cover. Learn more at understood.org.
We welcome you back here to East South Lathan Stadium in Northwest High School. 14-0 is your score with 8:59 remaining in this half. Northwest with a huge opportunity to build on this lead after a costly roughing the kicker on the Coyotes. Incomplete pass looking to a wide open wide receiver, you must say, Marcus. Seibert missed him.
Seibert just threw it too hard. That's a little baseball throw right there. Threw it too hard. Even though it hit the receiver's hands, it was out of his reach.
Once again, baseball is his background. That's why he didn't play last year. His sophomore season, he was really focused on baseball, but this year he's looking to be more of a two-sport athlete. And the coach told us he's got some D1 offers to go play baseball already as a junior.
Very talented.
Seibert back to pass. Finds Albert Bennett. A huge juke on the man, and going to be dragged up by Sharif Maples. What looked like a potentially huge gain turns into just a 1 or 2 for third down.
2 yards. Results in 3rd and 8.
Looks like 3rd and 8 here for the Vikings. This is a huge third down. If the Coyote defense can stop him here, all the momentum can go back in to the Coyotes. If they can just get a field goal, get some points on the board, get that confidence up going into the second half. It does look like we have an injury on the field. Like Jamal Rogers shaken up for the Vikings. Both teams are just going to kind of go back to the huddle and really contemplate what is a huge third down play.
An injury timeout.
Might be feeling a little bit cramps here. I must say it's pretty hot up here in the booth. I can only imagine what it's like if you're playing football down on the field.
Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully he can be back on the field very shortly.
Well, Marcus, I think the play call here, I mean, they've had a lot of success with this kind of short screen passes. Just let your man do what he's got to do to get the first down. They've done that a couple times. It's worked for them. We'll see what this offensive coaching staff has got to do to get this first down and keep this drive going for Northwest.
Another play that have been successfully ran for the Vikings is that quick slant. 5 steps you can go. It's been working for them, and it's a 3rd and 7, so that quick slant could be very pivotal right now and very useful.
We don't want to forget Nicholson either, I guess. He's got plenty of potential to take it more than 8 yards. We've seen that a couple times this season. He's got a 100-yard game Oh, a bad snap. Sibbert looking to do something with it, and he's just going to get tackled out of bounds. A costly play by the center.
Tackled out of bounds at
That is Jamal Mole. It looks like the center. Just didn't go right from the start.
The Coyotes got another break. Hopefully they can capitalize on that mistake by the Vikings and get the ball.
They've had plenty of opportunities this game. They had a 4th and 22, then they roughed the kicker. You'd have to think the coaches don't even bother trying to block this one. Back to receive for the Coyotes is going to be Elijah Reed, the junior, standing tall at 6'2". Nearly blocked once again. Not the best snaps in the world here. Fair caught. Wow. Well done there.
At the 32-yard line.
The ball's going to be rewarded at the 32-yard line, but another flag. Don't tell me it's another roughing the kicker.
I don't believe so, Pat. I believe it's something on the other side of the field.
Illegal shift.
It's going to be on the Vikings, but penalty will be declined, it looks like. I take that back. They're going to go ahead and punt it again. Just about every time they've punted the ball, the blocking unit for this punt team has had some trouble really giving Paul Moore any time to kick it.
The Coyotes are very aggressive right now. They're trying to get out there and block that punt.
Tried it last time, kind of had the penalty, but they're thinking to themselves, why not? Great punt from Paul Moore. That is fielded by Elijah Reed. He's still going on his feet. What a play this could be. A flag is down, but he's going all the way. Paul Moore with a huge tackle. A huge tackle by the punter. If not for him, that's a touchdown. But there is a flag.
And it's coming back, Pat. Pushing up, blocking the back.
At the 33-yard line.
After all that, it's going to come back for a block in the back. Gave us a little bit of excitement, Marcus, but it won't count on the stat sheet.
Seems like all the momentum that the Coyotes have is being brought back by penalties.
That's kind of how you find yourself down 14. It's just when you can't get a momentum to go, and then when you do kind of get a play or two to go your way, and a costly penalty. That's been the main story for this Coyote team thus far. Still plenty of time, 7.5 minutes remaining. West Creek yet to score. I mean, we can't kind of say this enough. This offense has been deadly so far this season. 31 points per game is what they're putting up. They put a donut up on the scoreboard thus far. Handing it off to Yasir Thomas and getting a couple yards. Tackled by Isaiah Hull, one of the few times tonight, Marcus, Yasir has had some room to work with and looks like an up-tempo offense for West Creek.
It's 2nd and 3.
Parsons is going to keep it. Looking to do something with it. A good stiff arm still on his feet. And knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Enough for a first down. What looked like a loss of downs is going to be enough for a first.
The elusiveness by Chris Parsons with 2 stiff arms, able to get 15 yards and that first down.
On the roster, it says he's a running back. You can see he's a running back with those skill moves right there put on the defenders. And this up-tempo offense, maybe something different they're going to try to get this offensive going. They hand it off to Yasir Thomas. Cuts upfield and up to the 43-yard line. A positive gain, a gain of 6 or 7.
This past few plays have been 6, 7, 8 yards. Coyotes get this offense rolling like this, it's going to be looking good for the Coyotes on this drive.
2 timeouts remaining for both teams as we're nearing the end of this half. Thomas gets it again, and the penetration from Northwest stops them in his tracks. Ball's going to be spotted at the 41-yard line, so a gain of nothing on that one. So a huge third down, 3rd and 4.
Tavarius Alboy, the linebacker, number 10, he ran to the play, saw Thomas have the ball, and attacked.
Looks like we got a timeout called by Northwest. They're only going to have one remaining, and the coaching staff is furious. And we're going to go to a commercial break. 14-0 is your score. 6:15 remaining in this first half. Stay with us here on APSU-TV.
How will you lead to a better future? Will you lead through life-changing innovations, or will your leadership shine through the quality of your work? Success is defined by the individual. So it's time to think about the person you want to be and where you will learn to lead through excellence. It's time to become a governor at Austin Peay.
And we welcome you back here to Northwest High School. A huge third down and 4 yards to go for West Creek. I hand it off to Yasir Thomas, and he's got the first down. A huge run over to the 48-yard line of Northwest High School. And this is starting where we're going to see Yasir Thomas start to take over this game, possibly, Marcus.
Yes, sir. Yasir Thomas just lowered his shoulder, got those 6 or 7 yards. As you see, he gets the ball again, but he fumbles.
A fumble on the ground. The ball is loose, and Northwest has got it. Nathan Luna has picked up the fumble. Wow, what a turn of events. Yasir Thomas had a great run, and we've got a replay here. A huge play from Nathan Luna.
Nathan Luna just did a good job right there, recognizing where the ball was, pouncing on it, and got that fumble recovery. Once again, seems like the Coyotes can't catch a break. Each time they have momentum, they're marching down the field, something costs.
You just have to think, if you're giving up so many opportunities, how many more can you give up here as we're nearing the end of this first half with 5:54 remaining? The Vikings in the shotgun formation. They hand it off to Nicholson. He's going to be wrapped up. A great tackle from Alvion Thornton, the linebacker, the senior.
A little trash talk happening right there. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit.
He needs something to get this team going a little bit. Maybe that's what they got to do. Start to get in this head of the Vikings. 2nd and looks like 9 remaining. Seibert in the shotgun as he has for most of the night. Nicholson leaves his right hip. They give her to Albert Bennett. Looking for him to do something, still on his feet, diving to the first down marker. Looks like to be just short maybe, but what a great run from Albert Bennett.
Albert Bennett on his jet sweep comes, gets great blocking by his receivers, lowers his shoulder, knocks over the defender. It's 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 1 right now.
Looks like we got an injury timeout for a Coyote. Hoping maybe just a cramp. It's a humid night tonight. As you see some of the smoke from the hot dog station going over there, making me a little hungry, I must say.
Come on now, Pat. We at a game. You can't be thinking about hot dogs now.
Guilty as charged here. It's going to be 3rd and 1 at the 44-yard line after this injury timeout ends. Once again, all of our high school football games are streamed live on the Clarksville-Montgomery County School Systems website at cmcss.net and are produced by the APSU Department of Communication. Watch a replay of our high school football games on APSU-TV Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. APSU-TV is available on Spectrum Channel 192, AT&T U-verse Channel 99, and CDE Lightband Channel number 9.
And the injured player that was on the field was Chris Parsons, who was the quarterback for the Coyotes right now. And on the sideline, number 10, T. Anthony Wagner, is warming up. So hopefully Chris Parsons can get back in that game. But right now, it looks like Wagner will be.
It's definitely something to look forward to. Seibert here, a lot of room to go, and he's stiff-arming his defenders and gets tackled around the 18-yard line by Alvion Thornton, but a flag once more. And it's going to be holding on the Vikings.
And it's coming back.
What looked like a great run from the quarterback just gets taken back, and that's got to frustrate the coaches here. We've had a couple of those instances for both teams where they've had great runs or great passes, but they're getting called back.
Against the Vikings.
To be firm, a holding on the Vikings was the call.
These players are going to be getting the earful once halftime hit for all these penalties.
Ball spotted at the 50-yard line. So 3rd and 3 to go with 4:15 remaining.
3rd and 3.
See what the Vikings do here after their big run, getting called back. Seibert nearly getting sacked, but he's on the run. He's got the first down and more. Tackled out of bounds. Knocked. Looked like a late hit there, but no flag is called. But enough for the first down, and we've got another injured Coyote. Looks like Elijah Grant. Elijah Grant has had a great 2 games so far for this defense. 17 tackles, 1 for loss, and a sack on the season. But unfortunately, he is injured for the Coyotes. First and 10. Whenever the injured player can walk off the field, it looks like the 42-yard line. Seeing a lot of injuries tonight, Marcus. You kind of see that early on when players aren't really used to taking these sort of hits. Now that practice are not as physical as they used to be, this is something that the NFL has encountered a lot of in the preseason. We're getting a lot more players injured just because they're not taking the hits as much as they are back in the old days, they say.
Safety is the number one problem. It's just safety is first, no matter what. These are high schoolers, man. You can't. Just safety first.
Sure. The offense for the Vikings coming back out onto the field. 1st and 10 to go. Seibert with a great game so far. A rushing touchdown to go along with a couple great throws. Most of them just short, intermediate passes. They're getting big yards. .352 left to go in this first half. Seibert looking for something, and he is sacked. A great play from the defense. Player sacked it there is Michael Broom, the defensive lineman who's a senior.
Michael Broom right there. Great swim move to get off of the tackle right then and there. Went around. Seibert didn't see him at all. Easy sack for him.
Never had a chance. Not even Seibert, who's gotten out a lot of these situations. He's used his legs a lot tonight, but couldn't get out of that one. And 2nd and long here after that sack. Back to pass. He's found Albert Bennett. The speed is being put on display tonight, and he is going to score once again. Albert Bennett, a huge touchdown for the Vikings.
And that throw right there from Seibert right there was just an immediate over the middle route. He just used his speed to get to the outside, got a block on the outside, and his speed just took off as he scored.
Mark on this game, these short passes across the middle, and they're just letting their playmakers do their thing. They're making the plays, and they're scoring touchdowns tonight. As the extra point is getting ready to be taken by Paul Moore. Had a busy night tonight, has Paul. The kick is up, and it's good. So with 3 minutes remaining in this first half, Northwest continues its domination. 21-0 is your score. Stay with us right here on APSU-TV.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
We welcome you back here to East Latham Stadium and on Northwest High School's campus. And it's a happy night if you're a Northwest fan. 21-0 is your score, and this is a huge game, Marcus. It's a region game. A win here can put you above your region, and any win in your region is going to be a good win.
Yes, sir, and also it's the West Side Classic, so it's bragging rights on tonight. There will be a trophy received at the end of the night. The Vikings are looking very happy right now, very eager to get that trophy.
They're looking on their way right now, but still plenty of time. 21-0 is your score. 3 minutes remaining. What you don't want if you're Northwest is to give up any points late in this first half. You want the shutout. Moore kicks it off to Walter Beatty. Oh, what a play this is from West Creek. Oh, a great tackle. A huge tackle from Northwest. Looks like that was number 22, Costa Lindsay. And we talked to the coach, Marcus. He said without a doubt that is their best athlete, and you saw it right there. That looked like that could have gone to the house right there. Not on Lindsay's watch. Looks like we do have a new quarterback, Marcus. Anthony Wagner, it looks like. Wagner keeps it. Looking for something. Oh, a huge hit. A huge hit. And who else for Northwest from Tavares Albury? That would have been a flag in the NFL.
Very big hit right there, but another costly penalty holding, so it's another 10 yards back. Wagner got hit like that really for nothing.
All for nothing. I mean, we've had a couple of those tonight for the Coyotes. It's going to back them up 10 yards. So 1st and 20.
10-yard penalty, 1st and 20.
Looks like Wagner's not going to be in the, they're not looking like they're doing the triple option anymore, Marcus. Back to throw. A drop pass. A costly drop pass from the wide receiver. That's something you just got to have for a new quarterback. You gave him the chance. Your wide receiver just dropped it.
In order for your new quarterback to get into a rhythm, you got to have timely throws, timely catches right there. Get him into a good position. Now right now it's 3rd and long.
2nd and 20. Wagner looking for someone. Find his man, but it hits the turf first. Kings are just going from bad to worse here for West Creek. They need someone to be that playmaker, but they don't really have time to just hand it off to their lead back in Yashir Thomas.
The Coyotes have gotten into a situation where they can't go to their strong suit.
Yep.
They're forced to going into the passing game where these past 2 games they've only thrown for 38 yards.
And that's one of the struggles if you're going to do this triple option. If the other team's defense has figured it out, you're kind of stuck in to do the best you can with a quarterback you don't like to throw with, and we saw that with the pick 6 on the first drive. Wagner back to throw. Just throws a check down, and it's not going to be enough. Caught by Braxton Smith, and it never had a chance, and they're just going to punt it away with 2:15 remaining in the first half.
Good defense by the Vikings on that play, forcing Wagner just to throw it to the check down because he had nobody to throw it to anywhere close to the first down.
So another opportunity for this Northwest offense to continue to extend their lead. Back to punt away are the Coyotes. Look like we've got another timeout.
West Creek.
Timeout's going to be called by West Creek. Marcus, you could only imagine what this coaching staff is going through right now. They've come in averaging 30 points a game, and they've hit the big goose egg here in the first half. I mean, what else can they do? They're a triple option team, but it's not working tonight. Do they have any other alternatives, you think?
It's going to be very tough for the Coyotes since it's their strong suit. It's something they love to do. In these past 2 games, 690 yards on the ground. If they have a problem running, it's going to be very tough for the Coyotes just to throw the ball since they're not used to it.
1:48 remaining in this first half. The Coyotes looking to punt this ball away and stop the bleeding at all costs. A great punt from the Coyotes, and they're just going to let it bounce. Ball will be downed at the 46-yard line of the Coyotes. We've got another injured Coyote down.
Is that Cyber? He can knock his head against the wall.
Yeah. That doesn't look good, Pat. That doesn't look good at all.
Didn't really see what happened. It looks like someone in the booth is saying that might have been Seibert who just kind of went into him for no reason.
The Vikings will take over.
But the Vikings will take over at the 46-yard line when they get back out. 1:37 remaining in this first half. And 1 timeout remaining here for Northwest. This is something you were saying earlier, Marcus. Safety's key, especially when it comes to kids out here. I mean, not everyone's going to go out to college and go to the NFL, but football is just a great game. You can kind of get some experience and learn a lot of life lessons, but it's kind of the ugly part of the game, you would have to say.
Injuries will always be a part of football, no matter what. One play is all it takes for an injury. And the one thing that coaches, players, everybody has a knowledge of is just trying to make the right decision at the right time and hope for the best.
We do see the player kind of raise up, so that's a positive sign. But still, a frightening game this truly is, and you're just going to have injuries. As you said, no matter how much you try to make the game safer, unless you've got a helmet that can stop brain injuries, it's going to be tough. But the player is going to walk under his own power. Injured Coyote is going to be Xavier Crouch, the linebacker, who's a sophomore, walking under his own power, so that's a great sign to see. This offense is going to come back out.
And there's a good sign for the Coyotes. Number 93, Elijah Grant, is back on the field.
Yeah, it looked like he was just a little tired and needed a break, so he's back out there. He's a huge part of this defense, and if they're going to get back into it, they're going to need all their players to help them out. Back to pass for the Vikings. He's got another man. Garantano, and he dives for the end zone. He's going to be out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Just these short throws, Marcus, I tell you what.
And Siebert once again threw it over the middle and let the playmakers just use their speed, get to the outside, and for another big game.
And they haven't really been throwing dangerous, kind of trying to fit into a small window. They're big windows that the quarterback right here is throwing into. He's having no problem tonight getting anything and everything he wants. Alex Collin is going to come in at the line for the Vikings. And it does look like Jamal Rogers is going to come out for a couple series. First and 10. First and 9, rather. Referee has called something. It looks like a flag is thrown.
Delay of game.
A delay game is going to be called, yeah, so back them up 5 yards with 1:26. Let's try that again here for the Vikings. First down and goal.
At the 14.
Again, first and goal at the 14. Nicholson in the backfield. Goes back to pass, looking for a man, fires, got him! Touchdown Vikings! Dominic Gerentano, he's found his man once again. He started this drive, and he's got the touchdown.
It seemed like the Coyotes were frustrated right there. It was a broken assignment, miscommunication by the safety and the corner right there. Easy throw for Sibbert to Giantaro.
Ed Seibert kind of wrapped up, but he rolled out to his right and found the wide open man, and Paul Moore here to kick the extra point with 1:15. 27-0 is your score. No one saw this coming. The kick is blocked.
Kick is blocked.
That one was blocked by the Coyotes. Number 54, Michael Broom. So with that block, 27-0 is your score with 1:15 remaining in this half. We're going to take a quick break right here on APSU-TV.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
We welcome you back here. 1:15 remaining in this first half, and things just keep getting worse for the Coyotes. After another touchdown for the Vikings, makes it 27-0, and we're not even into half yet. A low kick from Paul Moore, and it's fielded by Beatty, and he's looking for some room, and he's got something. Out to the 50-yard line, a great return.
This might be the one play that they needed right before the half. Could spark some momentum for the Coyotes.
Not a lot of time left, 1:07 remaining. And especially when your passing game hasn't worked, see if you can just get a couple passes to go your way. Anthony Wagner passes the ball out to his wide receiver. Catch. Xavier Blunt is the pass catcher there, and he's got it over to, looks like the 42-yard line.
Quick throws like that will get your quarterback in rhythm. It's a positive sign for Wagner right there.
Hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities. A couple drop passes going his way. Wagner back to drop. Once again, ball hit the ground again. Knows he should have had that one. That pass was intended for Braxton Smith, the running back.
Wagner, after that play, jumping around, knew that he has to make that throw.
Especially with the score the way it is, you gotta complete the passes you know you can complete. Wagner back to pass, looking for something. Fires it downfield. Oh, great defensive play from Northwest High School defensive back Donovan Jackson. And what looked like could have been a huge touchdown that just knocked away from Jackson.
Very risky right there by Jackson because his back is against the, was behind, and he was in front of the receiver. And so if that play wasn't made, that's a touchdown.
Oh no, that was stupid.
Wagner back to pass once again. Trying to get his team back up in some momentum. Fourth down. Not going to get it. A turnover on downs with 41 seconds remaining. A huge stop from the Vikings. And they're going to go back on offense for 41 seconds. And the way this offensive really game, or half rather, would go for them, they scored in plenty of time.
The Vikings right now are just really getting whatever they wanted.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. 27-0 is your score. A huge showcase from these Viking players to really show that this is a different team from last year. Once again, 1-10, 1-9 rather, was their record last year. They're sitting at 1-1 right now, but sure is looking like 2-1 at the moment. A great catch. That one was Dominic Garantano once again. He's got a touchdown on the night, and they're going fast pace.
Sibert right there is recognizing the defense, finding the holes, quick throws, easy first down.
Fires away a dangerous throw, but it's just going to hit the turf and get into second down. Offensive line looking for a flag there. Looked like a late hit. And the coaching staff is fighting for him. Vernon Wright breathing down that referee's neck right now. That might be where this game's going to go, Marcus, even though we had that Man of Valor award. Anyone, when you're getting beat 27-0, you're going to have some chippiness in the game.
A lot of frustration going right now for the Coyotes. So anything is really going. They're just trying to be as aggressive as possible right now.
22 seconds remaining. A lot of room here for Albert Bennett. Third down. Got one timeout remaining, but it looks like they're just going to let it run. Not sure what just happened. Seibert did not get the snap, but ended up a fumble, and then the Coyotes get it. A great way to end this first half. 27-0 is your score. It's been all Vikings, Marcus.
Yes, sir. All Vikings, 27-0. Vikings getting whatever they wanted. They also got a pick six as well. It's not looking too good for the Coyotes. Hopefully they can bounce back in the second half.
At halftime, we're going to show a great video from the communications department here at Northwest High School, but stick with us as we're going to have some highlights to go and some stats here on APSU-TV.
Kelsey, did you take the lens off again?
I took it off.
Did you take it off? Because it's not on right. Wait, you didn't press the ISO, look, and you smudged the lens.
I didn't smudge the lens,
You smudged the
Taylor.
lens. Oh, jeez.
Wait, why is the light blinking?
It only blinks when it's on. It's on.
Hello, I'm Kelsey Mendoza.
I'm Taylor Spain Howard.
And I am Danielle Wells.
And this is the Northwest Review.
Northwest Review is the monthly broadcast for the Viking community produced by the broadcast journalism class. We will feature stories such as sports, clubs, and other humorous skits.
Returning after almost a decade, Northwest High School student newspaper, The Northwest Conqueror, returns this fall. We will discuss crime, education, and entertainment.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home walk restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 Wonders of the World.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
I'm from Clarksville, Tennessee. Fort Knox, Kentucky. Jackson, Tennessee.
Hopkinsville, Kentucky.
Memphis, Tennessee. Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Knoxville, Tennessee. Little Rock, Arkansas. St. Louis, Missouri.
Gaffney, South Carolina.
Seattle, Washington. Jeremy, Haiti.
I'm from Três Pontas, Brazil.
Chicago, Illinois.
Hawaii.
Phoenix, Arizona. Brazelton, Georgia. From Modesto, California. I want to be a neonatal nurse, an athletic trainer, and accountant.
Playing the NFL.
An interior designer. Physical therapist.
Law enforcement officer.
Ultrasound technician. Social worker.
Physician. Politician.
Psychologist. CPA.
A social worker.
Nurse practitioner.
Physical therapist.
Restaurant owner.
A politician. Starting my own business. Veterinarian.
Elementary school teacher.
The NBA player.
Cardiovascular surgeon.
Anesthesiologist.
Businesswoman in Nashville.
Social worker in Miami, Florida. Politician in Washington, D.C.
Colorado. Orlando, Florida. Houston, Texas.
In Chattanooga.
Memphis, Tennessee. Seattle, Washington. Nashville, Tennessee. San Diego, California.
Nashville, Tennessee.
New York City, New York.
San Diego, California.
Atlanta, Georgia. Nashville. Los Angeles, California.
New York, New York.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Orlando, Florida. Los Angeles, California.
Baltimore, Maryland. Clarksville, Tennessee.
Carolina Beach, Carolina. Philadelphia.
St. Louis, Missouri. Clarksville, Tennessee.
We are more than just athletes. We inspire scholars. We inspire leaders. We inspire champions. We inspire family. This is the Ohio Valley Conference.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have pre-diabetes. Big time.
Hey, look, it's those guys.
Get some drinks.
to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be.
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
French fries. Finding best potatoes.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Bowl.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
The Department of Communication at APSU is unique in providing students hands-on experience from the first day they enter the classroom. The award-winning sports broadcasting program covers almost all sporting events for the Govs and Lady Govs. So how is Awesome Peay sports broadcasting program different than the others? All of the broadcasts are ran by the students.
I discovered the sports broadcasting concentration, and 4.5 years later, it's been an awesome experience. Since game one, they put me on a camera. I got that experience immediately.
With this program, we learned so many positions. We learned every position, really, whether it's play-by-play or in the control room with replay, technical director, even being a producer.
I learned different positions, not just camera work. I learned inside the production studio, outside the production studio. I know how to be in front of a camera and also behind the cameras.
Some would say that the most important person of a broadcast is the camera operator. They are the ones who are giving the viewers what they want to see.
Having good camera work from a broadcast is basically what you see is what the audience see.
Replay is so important for the game because it gives the fans another perspective. It gives them more engaged into the broadcast. You know, when a great play happens, the fans, they want to see it again. They want to see it in slow motion. They want to see it from different angles.
It benefited me totally. It molded me to a better person just overall.
The experience can actually be topped anywhere else. The things that I've been able to do at Austin Peay have been awesome.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary, but I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. We've all been misunderstood. I'm not a fighter.
I don't understand that at all.
Kids with learning and attention issues like dyslexia and ADHD are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand.
Best plan ever!
With the right support, everyone can reach their full potential because you can't judge a bull by his cover. Learn more at understood.org.
How will you lead to a better future? Will you lead through life-changing innovations, or will your leadership shine through the quality of your work? Success is defined by the individual. So it's time to think about the person you want to be and where you will learn to lead through excellence. It's time to become a governor at Austin Peay.
Listen up, Ohio Valley Conference fans. ESPN's mission is to serve sports fans anytime, anywhere. And now with ESPN Plus, fans can get access to thousands of live events and original programming for only $4.99 a month. That means you can finally watch more sports from the Ohio Valley Conference anytime, anywhere on all your favorite devices. To access ESPN Plus, download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com and just tap on the Start My 7-Day free trial to get started. ESPN Plus, more sports, more conferences, more schools, more universities, more teams. Download the ESPN app or visit ESPN.com today.
Until the halftime break is up, and what a great game it was for Northwest, Marcus. And in terms of West Creek, little to no offense at all, and when they did, penalties occurred.
Yes, sir, and with the West Creek, it's just inefficient offense. They wasn't able to get to the running game, something that they love to do. The past two games, 690 yards rushing. Tonight, very few big plays down the field. Yashir Thomas, who was averaging 12 yards a carry, it's very few plays where he just caught a big break, or when he did have a big break, penalties cost him.
So we're about to take a look at some of the highlight plays of this first half, and not a lot of West Creek, Marcus.
No, sir, and it's really just the Vikings are doing a great job attacking defensively and offensively, just pivotal blocks down the field. That's creating extra yardage. So a 3 or 4 yard carry ends up turning to a 12, 15 yard carry. And also that pick six was very big for the Vikings early on the first drive. So it really just destroyed the Coyotes' confidence. And as you see here, Sibbert he's just getting easy throws down the field to the point where an easy throw over the middle, letting his playmakers run, and he's giving whatever they want.
Yeah, Seibert with 3 touchdowns in this game so far. He had 1 rushing touchdown and then 2 passing touchdowns. One of those passing touchdowns to Albert Bennett, and then the other one to Robert Baker. Robert Baker also the one with the pick 6 on the first drive, and it's really just been a sort of a shell shock of a night so far for West Creek. As soon as they threw that pick 6, they're like, oh man, we're in for a tough battle tonight. But it's just been, it's going to be tough for them. 27-point deficit is nothing to kind of quit about, and we'll see how well they can do, because they're really going to struggle on the passing game, because before tonight they've only passed 4 times all season, so now they're going to have to pass 15, 20 times to get back into it. That's just not their game.
It's not their game at all. Like you said, 4 times. Seibert, I'm sorry. He's throwing that in 1 drive.
Yep.
So 4 passes in 2 games compared to forcing yourself to throw the ball almost each and every play. It's out of their comfort zone. It's just going to be tough for Wagner just to get in a rhythm, see how his receivers are going, see what the defense is giving to him, because even when he's making these throws, he's under pressure. Multiple times he's been hurried out of the pocket, throwing on the run, and he hasn't been able to get the throws that he wanted.
Something very unique about this rivalry. This Thursday, both teams went to Grace United, or Fellowship United Methodist, and they kind of had some fellowship. They had a dinner together. We had a coach come in here and tell us that was not his idea. They are the enemy. But the head coach, Vernon Wright, this was very important for him. He played for the coaching staff over at West Creek, and he wanted to make sure that this is more than just football. This is going to be young men of America. This is going to be the future. So they had the Ted McCullen, Man of Valor, and the 2 winners. Tell us a little bit about it, Marcus.
With the trophy, the name Ted McCullen, he beat cancer. So the trophy was named after somebody who's just willing to fight, willing to work, no matter what circumstances brings to him. And the 2 guys that received it was Amari Course and the center, Logan Jenkins. I'm sorry. Just 2 guys who really fought hard. Both coaches told about their players just fought hard, no matter what. Weights, practice, games, 100% energy each and every night.
Yeah, and Vernon Wright wanted to make it very clear, these aren't the guys that are necessarily the most talented. They're just working every day in practice, and that's all a coach can really ask for. If they're not the most talented, if they're giving 100% effort, a coach can live with a player not having a 300-yard passing game or a 15-tackle night, as long as they're giving their all, and that's what those 2 young men did. And once again, this is something a little more than just football. And you don't see that in a lot of rivalries. You'll have rivalries where you'll have a fight break out or anything like that, but tonight you just really don't get that feel that both teams really, this is more than football for them. Once again, 27-0 is your score, and we're about to get ready, back underway. Less than 10 seconds before the buzzer is going to sound, and both teams will come back out there. Northwest will be receiving the ball first in this second half, so they're looking to put the pressure on. No need to take the foot off the gas pedal. They're going to want to keep slinging, I would say. No need to be conservative now.
No, sir. They're still going to come out hard. Like the score is 0-0.
Right.
First drive. Look for them to attack hard. See those gaps. Nicholson coming with big yards, big gains, 6-7 yards, just like it was in the first quarter. The Coyotes, on the other hand, they're just going to have to forget about the first half, what all happened. You see the deficit, you know the deficit, you see, and you just got to overcome.
Less than just a couple minutes left, and we're about to get this back underway. Once again, the touchdown summary in this game: Robert Baker with 2 touchdowns, a pick 6 first in the drive, and then a receiving touchdown. Gabe Seibert a rushing touchdown, and then 2 passing touchdowns to go his way, and then Albert Bennett with the other receiving touchdown. So this offense has proved their worth tonight. I mean, they were coming in, they're averaging 30 points a game. They're going to exceed that more than likely, scoring 27 right now. But once again, the West Creek offense, they're just looking for a little momentum, a 15-yard pass to go their way, or an interception to go their way. A huge first possession for Northwest and West Creek. If Northwest goes down and charges down the field and scores another touchdown, you're going to see the belief that this West Creek team can get back into it slowly start to deflate itself.
And one thing for the Coyote defense is forget that first half. Even though you've been giving up around 41 points a game, it's not close to that, but forget about it. Just show that you came to play in the second half.
We're getting ready to, the kicking team for this West Creek special team unit is about to get underway. Northwest still not out on the field. They're taking their sweet time.
Good to see y'all.
Back to receive for this Northwest team. It's going to be Robert Baker looking to add to his already successful night.
Northwest will receive the kickoff for the second half.
Back to kick away for the West Creek Coyotes. Number 88, Cody Dreyer. Looks like a squib kick for West Creek. Northwest collects the ball and gets out to the 28-yard line. So that's where Northwest will start its first offensive possession of this second half at the 28-yard line. They'll start 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And we mentioned it in the halftime show, Marcus. No need to be conservative now. Just keep kind of doing what you're doing. Play it like it's 0-0. And we'll see the mentality pretty early on here in this second half on this first drive. Seibert in the backfield. Handed off to Nicholson. He bumps to the outside. Gets wrapped up by a West Creek Coyote. Sharif Maples, the linebacker, wrapping up Nicholson. Got to bring up second down. Not a whole lot in that game.
Nicholson right there could have potentially gotten knocked down in the backfield, but his looseness, and he bounced to the outside. Fortunately, got 2 yards out of that carry.
Second down and 8 at the 30-yard line for this Viking offense. Cyber's a wide open man, but cannot get him. Pass intended for Garantano. The pass falls incomplete, so 3rd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Will this be the big break that the Coyote defense will need right now?
It is a huge play for both teams. If Northwest can kind of get a long drive to go their way, start to see the wind get out of the sails of this West Creek team, but a huge 3rd down at the 30-yard line.
3rd and 8.
Seibert back to pass. He's got a man wide open. Got the catch, and he's got the first down. A huge catch from Garantano. Seibert looked like he was trying to get him the play before, couldn't hit him, but had his man right there for a first down.
And right there, Jared Tyrell, it was wide open. It was an easy throw for Seibert. Easy throw, got the first down.
Had a little pressure up the middle, did Seibert there, but he stood strong in the pocket and fired one across the middle for a first down. Nicholson in the backfield for Northwest. Seibert fires it deep. He's got a man. Oh, nearly caught. That is Isaiah Furry. He's came in this week, Marcus. Not a whole lot of experience, but he's a basketball player, and you can see with that height, nearly found his man.
Seibert threw it a little bit too far out of his reach. Great play by Furry right there to try to go and get that. Just was a little bit too far.
So after that incomplete pass, it'll be 2nd and 10. Seibert, the lone man, an empty back formation for Northwest. It's going to be a jet sweep for Albert Bennett. Looking for some room, made a man miss. A flag is thrown. He's going to be just short of the first down.
And it will be coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Blocking the back.
It is going to be a block in the back, Marcus, on Northwest, so it's coming back.
Penalties have really cost both teams. It was in the first half, and now it's looking like in the second half as well.
It hasn't been a perfect game by any means from Northwest. And, I mean, if you're looking at the scoreboard, it would look that way, but they've had their fair share, but they've just capitalized on the opportunities a little bit more.
Holding. 10 yards.
Going to back them up 10 yards here. It's going to be 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20.
9:40 remaining in this third quarter. 27-0 is your score. Back to pass is Seibert, looking for a man, trying to do it himself, and he gets tackled at the 36-yard line.
Seibert really had nowhere to go. He was under pressure, rolled out the pocket, fortunate enough to get a few yards.
That's one of the luxuries with this quarterback here, Marcus, is when he doesn't have anything, he can still get out of the pocket and get you a couple yards. Not going to blaze you with his speed or anything like that, but it's 3rd and 13. A big 3rd down here for Gabe Seibert. Back to pass. Got a man deep. It's a really bad throw, and it's going to fall incomplete. And 4th down.
Miscommunication by Ferry and Seibert. Ferry was looking for the hit route coming back. Seibert thought he was going long.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the bad things about having a player like that come in really late. He's not going to know the quarterback's tendencies. Quarterback's not going to know his tendencies. So on the punt here, number 65, Paul Moore. A busy night for the young man. Had a very, very good night. Other than that blocked PAT attempt, had a perfect night. Wow. Not something you want to just jinx them, unfortunately, and Paul Moore is going to be dropped after, it's got to be said, a really bad snap. A really bad snap to the punter.
And great field goal positioning for the Coyotes. Hopefully the Coyotes can capitalize off of this muffed, well, I guess you could say muffed punt.
Moore did a good job just to catch it, not let it roll into the end zone, but still a huge play for the Coyotes to get some points on the board and possibly get themselves back into it with 8:33 remaining in this second half, in this third quarter rather. Looks like a timeout is going to be called. All of our high school football games are streamed live on the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System's website at cmcss.net and are produced by the APSU Department of Communication. Watch a replay of our high school football games on APSU-TV on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. APSU-TV is available on Spectrum Channel 192 and AT&T U-verse Channel 99 and CDE Lightband Channel 9 rather. Marcus, got to be the biggest play so far for West Creek. They get that bailout that they were looking for from Northwest, and they've got a chance to get a touchdown on the board.
This is the best field goal position that they had all game long, so they have to capitalize right now.
Still in at quarterback for West Creek is T'Anthony Wagner. We have not seen Chris Parson after he came up injured on defense late in the first half. I hand it off to Yasir Thomas. He is gobbled up. A little late Late hit there, but no flag is going to be called. And Thomas, once again, not a whole lot of room to work with. This defensive line has really got to get its credit.
Something to point out, number 57, Amari Course, the man of valor. His helmet knocked off. It still didn't matter. He still went and got that tackle, no matter what, even if his helmet went off.
Kid loves the game of football. A quick pass out, but a flag is called. If I had to guess, it's going to be a holding. We'll see what the referee has got, but a quick pass, kind of getting the playbook out of Northwest. Just a quick screen pass, but a flag is called. It's going to be holding on West Creek. Going to back them up 10 yards. And this is something that we've seen from them all night. Just really hurting themselves in terms of penalties, and it could cost them this game ultimately.
Holding, West Creek. 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 after that penalty for West Creek. Wagner rolls out to his right, looking for a man. Nearly intercepted, but it's caught. It's going to be short of the first down, but a tight window, and my goodness, Braxton Smith caught it from Anthony Wagner.
Wagner right there, he actually had a man open, but he saw the check down, threw it to the check down, fortunate enough to get that catch, tough catch. Because as soon as he caught it, he went down.
3rd and 6 here for the Coyotes. Yasir Thomas in the backfield with Wagner. Wagner finds his man. Braxton Smith has got the first down and just short of the end zone, but a great 3rd down conversion from Wagner.
Big third down conversion for the Coyotes right then and there. Now it's 1st and goal. They still have another chance to punch it in the end zone and cut this lead.
1st and goal at, looks like maybe the 6-yard line maybe. They hand it off to Yasir Thomas, and he's wrapped up again. That is number 10. Who else? Tavares Albury. He's all over the field, Marcus. Offense, defense, special teams, whatever they need him, he's there.
Albury, it just seems like he knows what play is going on before it happens.
One of the captains for this Northwest team. Hand it off to Thomas once again, and he is dropped by pick any Viking you want and credit him for the tackle.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Still at the 6-yard line.
It was the same play, just flipped the play and ran it on the other side. The Vikings knew it and pounced right on it.
Same outcome. Once again, you see Thomas really struggling. The man coming in with 428 yards. Not happening for him tonight. Wagner rolling out, looking for a man. Nearly intercepted, but it falls incomplete. A big pass breakup by the secondary for Northwest. It was broken up by Donovan Jackson. He's had a couple big plays tonight, has Donovan. It looks like they're going to go for it. A couple injured Northwest players. And West Creek won't mind as they're going to talk about this play because this is huge. 4th down. 27-0 is your score. 5:45 remaining. And what a big play this could be for the West Creek Coyotes. They score this touchdown, they're down 20 points. If they don't, it's really, you'd hate to say game over, but it's starting to look that way if they can't start to capitalize here deep in their own end zone.
And hopefully for the multiple guys injured, it's just cramps.
Yep.
You see the water is getting passed around. Hopefully it's just cramps.
It's a humid night here in Tennessee. Is usually until about October, you're not going to have too many cool nights. Player walking off under his own power. A positive sign, so both teams walking back out on the field. The offense is still out, so they're going to give it a go. Make or break time here for the Coyotes.
And this will determine whether it will boost their confidence or truly hurt their confidence.
Wagner gets the snap, fires in the end zone, tipped away. Cameron Santiago with the huge pass breakup. And could that just be the nail in the coffin?
Santiago right there recognized the route, anticipated it, jumped the route.
Get some love from the Northwest fans out here, and he read that all the way. He knew what he wanted to do and just came over and knocked it away. And a huge play from Santiago. So the Vikings will return back out on the offensive end, first down at their own 6-yard line. You have to think you're going to get a heavy dose of Nicholson here to finish out this third quarter.
And back in the first quarter, remember they had an 8-minute drive. Let's see how long this drive will be for the Vikings right now.
Seibert throws it with looked like a man downfield. It easily could have been. It looked like, yeah, we had an offensive lineman down the field, but see on this replay here. Take that back. Second down and 10 at the 6.
Looked like he was throwing it to number 53, but number 53 is a lineman. You can't do that.
No, yeah. Referee looks like they're talking it over right now. I guess it wouldn't really matter because Seibert was either going to get sacked or take a penalty here. We're about to see what the referees are going to come out with.
It could be a potential intentional grounding.
Yep. .5:11 to go in this third quarter. 27-0 is your score. Northwest comes in averaging about 32 points a game on offense. Not giving up 29, but tonight the defense has been beautiful tonight. And we are going to have a penalty, Marcus.
And it was intentional grounding as well.
Ball's backed up to looks like the 3 or 4 yard line, similarly to the first drive they had when they marched down the field. See if they can do it again. Toss it out to Nicholson, looking for a block and can't really get it. Good job by number 13 there, Elijah Reed, just kind of getting out in front of Nicholson and dropping him into the backfield. This is 3rd and long. This is where you need to be careful. No interceptions for Northwest. You're up 27. Just punt it away if need be. Nicholson in the backfield with Seibert. It's like a 3 wide receiver set for this Viking offense. Back to pass is Seibert. Throws it deep. He's got a man. Did he get a foot in bounds? No. Furry found the pass but did not get a foot in bounds. It was really close. Look at this replay.
That was very close,
yeah.
Pat. For a second, I thought he got inbounds.
Yeah, Seibert put it where he needed to be. Anywhere else would have been a dangerous possible interception. But they're just gonna take what they're given, punt it away, and live to see another day.
This is the time right now for the Coyotes to be aggressive. Don't get that rough in the kicker like earlier in the first half, but be aggressive. Try to get that block.
Yeah, no one They're all going to go for it here on the punt. Everyone but the returner is on the line. Elijah Reed back to return. It's blocked. He did it. It is going to be a safety and a huge play for West Creek.
A safety.
Now, Marcus, you called it at this replay.
Very aggressive right there and there by number 3.
That's Calixite. Yeah, it's just a. So we're going to take it to a break after that. 27-2 is your score after that big play by the Coyotes. Stay with us here on APSU-TV.
Well, Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon, too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
We welcome you back here to Northwest High School. 27-2 is your score. And it is the defense for the special teams rather, for the Coyotes that get their first points on the board. And Paul Moore is going to look to punt this ball away and try to get the best field position that Northwest can give the Coyotes here.
Now
That's something we were looking for West Creek to do, just get some momentum.
Let's see what this momentum will give them. Hopefully they can march down the field, get a score. That's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, make a game out of it here. Got nothing to lose. Be aggressive with it. Paul Moore once again. Back to kick it away, Walter Beatty.
Kick it to your left, Paul. There you go, knuckleball. There you go. Now cover.
Braxton Smith, the returner, gets it out to the 45-yard line. So a positive return for West Creek. And that's where they're going to go out on offense.
As you see on the screen right now, Smith bobbled it a little bit, but he received it, and he got a good amount, 15 yards, and got good field position for the Coyotes.
Starting to get a couple good possessions with field position that they can work with for the Coyotes. 3:55 remaining in this third quarter. Plenty of time. We can't say it enough. First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Wagner's throwing it deep. Nearly intercepted. Great defensive play there from Isaiah Hall. Did everything he could to break that one out.
Textbook play right there by Isaiah Hall. Noticing the corners, tip for the corners. When the wide receiver eyes go up, means the ball is coming. Isaiah Hall most likely saw that, turned around in the right amount of time, and deflected that pass.
Wide receiver did a good job, probably just knocking it out of the hands of Hall. The ball's loose. Who's got it? Northwest. Can you believe it? It's Tavares Albury. And once again, just the mistakes of West Creek is killing them.
And Tavares Albury has just had a fantastic game right now. He's been all over the field. Sacks, tackles, and now he has a fumble recovery.
You can see why he's one of these captains for this team. He's willing to do anything to help this team win, and he's been all over this field tonight, making plays, collecting fumbles. More than likely leading his team to win with 3:45 remaining in the third quarter. Seibert hands it off to Nicholson. Nicholson's got a lot of room to work. Running down the sideline to the 20, knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. At the 15-yard line, rather. A huge run from Nicholson, one of the few tonight.
And right then and there, if you look on the screen, look at number 3, Furry right there with that block right here. Got that push, another 10, 15 yards right there just off of that one block.
That's Isaiah Furry. Hasn't been playing football that long this season. He's proving big time for this offense. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. This offense continuing to march and continuing to dominate. Catching that pass is Garantano, and he's dropped. Good job by the Coyote defense. That was Elijah Reed. One of the few times that pass hasn't worked tonight, Marcus. We've got a Viking down.
And that was a pretty scary play right there, as you saw his knee twist.
Yeah, that's what we're going to go ahead and take a break. 3:21 remaining in this third quarter. 27-2 is your score. Stay with APSU-TV.
Hey, look, it's those guys. Are you good to drive?
I'm fine.
How many did you have?
I should be fine.
You should be?
Go and step out of the vehicle for me.
See ya, buddy. Good luck. So turns out, buzz driving and drunk driving, they're the same thing, and it costs around $10,000. So not worth it.
Welcome back out to Northwest High School. The player there for Northwest walking under his own power. Good to see. And it is 2nd and 12 after that good defensive display by the Coyotes. A player running onto the field, Robert Reese, and a flag's called. A little disorganization here for this offense. And as I said before, this hasn't been a perfect game. Coaches will still kind of pick out some of the things this team can work on, but it's enough tonight.
This is about the 3rd or 4th delay of game by the Vikings. Just ill-advised penalties right now.
Something that coaches just can't stand, because that's something you can control. Look up at the play clock, see that it's running down, and get the play off. Hand it off to Albert Bennett. The jet sweep, and he's got some room. He's going to juke his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. What a run from Albert Bennett.
As you see right here, look at this nice juke at the end of the play. Oh, excuse me, as he crosses to the end zone.
Stay classy out here at Northwest. What a great move from Albert Bennett. That's his 2nd touchdown of the evening. And surely that does it. Cole Moore on to kick the extra point. We still need another player, and we've got a man running on. Aiden Palmer. Coach is not happy with that one up here in the booth. The kick is up, and it's good.
The kick is good.
That huge touchdown jet sweep from Albert Reese. 33-2 is your score with 2:50 remaining in this third quarter. Stay with us. The game is nearing towards the end here on APSU-TV.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Welcome you back here to Northwest High School. It is party time here on campus. 34-2 is your score. And it has been all Vikings, apart from the safety provided by the special teams of West Creek. It's been all Vikings tonight, Marcus.
And there's nothing but smiles and joy for the Viking fans right now.
They still got a whole quarter of this. Cole Moore with a huge kick into the field, and it's going to walk into the end zone. So a touchback is going to be called, and 1st and 10 at the 20 is where this West Creek offense will start. And at some point, you're playing for pride. I mean, you're down 32 with 2:48 remaining in the third quarter. I guess it's not mathematically over just yet, but you want to see some effort out of your offensive players if you're the coaching staff over at West Creek.
As it looks for right now, that offense, they're down. The confidence is low. And as you see, they're just walking to the line of scrimmage. No energy.
Wagner's still in at quarterback after Chris Parson went out with an injury on defense late in the first half. Yasir Thomas still trying to make something out of it. That's some effort right there. Diving his way up to the 27-yard line. Check it out on replay.
As you see the replay, he cuts back in, breaks a few tackles. He just don't want to go down. He might see that they're down 32, but it doesn't matter to him. He wants to get each and every yard.
Hasn't had the best night tonight as Yasir Thomas, but a lot of that has been up to this offensive line. As soon as he touched the ball, most of the carries, it's been met in the backfield. A good throw and good catch for the Coyotes. Might be enough for a first down. Got tackled around the first down marker rather. It is going to be enough. So Wagner looking to make a drive out of this one with 2 minutes, 2:07 remaining rather, in this third quarter. And another timeout called from Northwest. We've seen a couple times that this substitutions not being on point. Still early in the season, so they're still working out some kinks, but coach is still not going to buy that excuse at all.
Not at all. Miscommunication is a problem that can easily be fixed. It's early. You said correct. It's early in the season, so this miscommunication mistakes can be fixed later on in the season.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line for West Creek. West Creek was 5-5 last year, and they're just looking to try to make the playoffs. Haven't done so since 2010, Marcus. I read that in your report that you did this summer. What a great experience that was for you.
Yes, sir, it was. Interning with Jimmy Trogglin and TN Sports 360. I just loved the experience and all.
1st and 10 at the 30. Wagner drops back the pass. Hits his receiver's hands and cannot do anything with it. That's Calixide again. Only said his name twice tonight.
That's a catch you got to make. It hits your hands, hits your chest, makes it even worse.
This quarterback has not gotten a lot of help from his teammates tonight, whether it's his running game or his offensive line or it's just wide receivers taking their eye off the ball. It's been a rough night for this offense, and it's got to be a awakener here for this Coyote team, because they were walking through thinking we're going to score on anyone and everyone. That has not happened tonight.
Whistles on the play. Flag on the play.
The flag, it's going to be on the Coyotes, and it's going to be a false start. That'll back them up 5 yards.
On West Creek.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 15. Moving back to the 25-yard line. Wagner takes the pass. He's got a man wide open and dives forward to the 35-yard line. It's going to be well short of the first down, but a good completion.
Good completion, quick throw, out route. Got positive yardage. Anything is better than nothing.
Wagner goes back to pass. Getting flushed out of the pocket, looking for a man. He's got it. A great catch there. Elijah Reed is the receiver. getting out to the 47-yard line, and enough for a first down. Great job by Wagner going out to his right and making a pinpoint pass.
Yes, sir. And good job by Reed right there. Noticing that he was open, tried to give the wave, to let his quarterback know that he was open, caught the ball, made a guy miss, got a few extra yards.
Just under 55 seconds to go in this third quarter. Wagner rolls out to his left, looking deep. Nearly intercepted. Oh. Isaiah Hall, he's going to want that one back, hit him right in the hands, and that is why he is a safety.
Safeties look and love a pass that's thrown like that. I know he wants that one back really bad right now.
So 3rd down and 10 after that incomplete pass. Wagner calling out a play to his offense, looking for a 3rd down conversion. Nearly caught there, but couldn't catch it in traffic. There was Elijah Reed, and it's going to turn into 4th down with 33 seconds to go in this third quarter.
Once again, hits his hands. Whenever it hits your hands, coaches always say, you got to catch those.
Looks like they are going to go for it at this point, down 32 points.
4th and 10.
For 4th and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to call a timeout to discuss the play.
Timeout, West Creek.
We'd like to thank our sponsor, TNHighSchoolFootball.com. TNHighSchoolFootball.com is the source for all things high school football in Tennessee. From Donovan Stewart's Victory Formation column, podcast, to interviews with area coaches, TNHighSchoolFootball.com has you covered. Nominate and vote for weekly players of the week at TNHighSchoolFootball.com. You'll definitely want to vote for Gabe Seibert tonight. I mean, he has been anything and everything for this offense. Hasn't had much disappointment. And he's really just been the man that they've been wanting for all season.
Hey, how are you? How are you, ma'am? I'm good. What's going on?
We haven't seen that many incomplete passes by Seibert right in this game.
And the offensive coaching staff has done a good job just letting him have some easy throws to get himself into it, and then kind of towards the end of the season they'll implement more of this kind of these difficult throws. But right now they're getting anything and everything, and looks like West Creek is going to punt it away. Back to kick it away for West Creek. Damian Crisp, but he cannot get the punt. And he's about to get hit, I'm afraid. I'm afraid he did.
And a hard hit indeed.
West Creek player.
As you see on the screen, there was a bad snap. Had to run after it, was forced to run. It took a mean hit by course.
On the 39-yard line.
Feel bad for the poor kid, just never had a chance, did the punter. And that offense is coming back out on the field, 24 seconds left. Probably expect just to run here to get us into the fourth quarter. And again, we've seen crazier play calls in high school football. Another substitution issue. We've got number 70 running out onto the field, Patrick Fowl. Coming in at left guard, so more of the same kind of substitution issues. Seibert, oh, what a great pass deflection by the West Creek Coyote man, number 7, Loring Beecham, the junior.
Great job right there deflecting that pass. If not, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, Furry is getting his first career touchdown. Sure, he's thinking about his touchdown dance mid-throw there, but great defensive play. 19 seconds remaining. in this third quarter. Seibert back in the shotgun formation, 2nd and 10. Steps up in the pocket looking for a man. He's got a man. Touchdown Vikings. Albert Bennett with a great catch. Bobbled it, but it doesn't matter.
As you see on the screen, Seibert gets tripped up, stays on his feet, rolls out the pocket, sees a man wide open, bobbles the catch, still somehow caught it, and just walks it in though.
Well, Marcus, when me and you went to the practice this Wednesday, you mentioned to me, looks just like Cam Newton, and that's a Cam Newton play right there, just kind of scrambling around and throwing it into the end zone. And with 8 seconds left, 40-2 is your score. Number 57 running out on the field, Michael Walker. The kick is up, and it's good. (40) 41-2 is your score. 8 seconds remaining in this third quarter, and just what a display it has been from Northwest, Marcus. Coming in, we weren't sure what kind of team we were going to see because his team only won 1 game last year. All granted, it was against West Creek, but it's just a complete turnaround from last year, and every fan in the stands tonight and the coaching staff has got to be so pleased.
Coaching staff, fans, they're all hyped up because they believe that this is their year.
Yeah.
They got something to prove. They won one game last year. We say in Clarksville, we're here. And no matter what, we're going to be here this season.
Once again, 8 seconds left in this third quarter. 41-2 is your score. And Paul Moore getting ready to kick off. His leg must just be exhausted right now. He has been busy all night running back and forth from sideline to sideline.
Paul Moore will kick off for the Vikings.
And back to receive for West Creek, Walter Beatty, and also Braxton Smith. The kick is away. Braxton Smith will receive. Smith hands it off to Loring Beecham, and he can't get it, but Northwest will. Northwest will. What are they trying to do there, Marcus?
Seems like the Coyotes right there try to do a reverse play, but the handoff was not the best. He lost the ball, and Santiago saw it, grabbed it, and now 1st and goal for the Vikings once again.
Usually you don't see plays like that when you're down 39 points, but they're going for it. Fair play to them. We've got an injured Coyote. Well, all of our high school football games are streamed live on the Clarksville-Montgomery County School System website at cmcss.net and are produced by the APSU Department of Communication. Watch a replay of our high school football games on APSU-TV Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. You can find the channels on Spectrum Channel 192, AT&T U-verse Channel 99, and CDE Lightband Channel 9. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here on APSU-TV.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
We welcome you back out here to East Al Lathan Stadium on Northwest High School's campus. We still got an injured Coyote down and it looked like it was the man who's trying to get the toss, Loring Beecham. It doesn't look like he's being able to put any weight on his leg. So our thoughts and prayers go out to him, and hope for a speedy recovery early on in this football season. So Northwest will retain the ball at the 5-yard line and more chance to put on points and really bump their stats, I guess, at this point to please the coaches and maybe put something on your highlight reel if you're one of these second string players. Looks like all their starters are actually, we are going to have a quarterback change. Number 17, Ryan Silverstrom, the brother of Hunter Silverstrom, the quarterback last year for Northwest. The brother is in. He's looking to fill the big brother's shoes, and we'll see what he can do. Nathan Luna in at tailback as well. So a successful night for Northwest. You're getting to put your second string in your second string in at the fourth quarter. Sorry.
There you go. It just didn't sit. I did it. It just didn't sit. Sometimes you have to just push it.
Timeout, West Creek.
West Creek. Timeout, West Creek.
There's going to be one remaining timeout for West Creek and one remaining for Northwest High School. So Marcus, second string in. Kind of what do you think the coaches are looking for in this second string unit?
Get some guys there, or just trying to see who really wants to play.
Yeah.
This is your chance right now if you want more play time.
Yeah, I mean, you're fighting for a starting job possibly. Say you have a big touchdown, a big sack, really impress these coaches and impress your parents maybe out in the stands, who knows, but 41-2 is your score. 11:54 in this fourth quarter. And it's just been a really great night for Northwest. I mean, I've said it a couple times tonight, one win last year. I'm sure they're ready to move on from that stat. They're going to come out of here with a victory, in a huge victory, and get a trophy. That's always a good idea, a good plan if you're getting a trophy. They hit it off to Luna, fighting for every yard, still on his feet. Goodness gracious. That was some testosterone right there. Alvion Thornton and Nathan Luna.
Nathan Luna's a big guy to tackle, and you saw it there.
Luna playing defense for most of the night at linebacker, getting a chance to maybe get a touchdown.
Let's see when they give it back to him on this second down.
Why not? Why not? Been doing the dirty work all night. Second down. Luna will get it again. Going into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Northwest. Nathan Luna gets his first touchdown of the season. And it's just a great night here.
As you see, Luna just bulldozes his way into the end zone right there. That's a big man to stop it. The Coyotes just couldn't stop it right there.
Paul Moore on to kick the extra point for the Vikings. Once again, that was Nathan Luna's first touchdown of the evening. And to kind of count up, Seibert will have 10 total touchdowns coming in after this game. He's had a really impressive night. We've got a flag on the field.
Delay of game, Northwest.
Delay game, Northwest. They're going to back it up and make Paul Moore work a little bit harder for this field goal.
He's had a wonderful night tonight.
Yep, he is earning his money tonight.
Extra point try.
A placeholder for the Vikings, Robert Reese. And he's not going to get it.
And it was blocked. With
47-2 is your score.
Northwest 47.
And it does look like we are going to have a running clock for the rest of this 9:30. And we are going to take a commercial break, however. 47-2 is your score, and we're going to take a break. Stay with us here on APSU-TV.
I'm Ferdinand. You look at me and think big. You think scary, but I'm a little misunderstood. Sorry, I almost killed you. We've all been misunderstood. You're not a fighter.
I don't understand that at all.
Kids with learning and attention issues like dyslexia and ADHD are misunderstood too. Take the time to understand.
Best plan ever!
With the right support, everyone can reach their full potential because you can't judge a bull by his cover. Learn more at understood.org.
We welcome you back here. 8:45 remaining. As I mentioned before we went to the break, it is going to be a running clock throughout this fourth quarter, and that is going to be just all right with West Creek. It's just a disaster of a night for them.
They just need to put this game behind them and just focus on the next game. Once this buzzer hits 0-0-0, it's over with. Focus on the next game.
Back to receive deep is Braxton Smith. Gets taken down at the 30-yard line.
And there is a flag on the play.
We do have a flag. We also do have looks like an injured Coyote on the field. A lot of that tonight. We've had a couple shaken up players. It is Braxton Smith. To kind of run through the scoring tonight, Robert Baker with 3 touchdowns, or 2 rather. Gabe Seibert with 4 touchdowns, 1 rushing and 3 passing. And then finally, Albert Bennett with 2 touchdowns. So it's just been a great night for some of these guys to get some touches, get some touchdowns under their belt, and really to push on, because this isn't the end goal to get the West Side Classic or whatever they're calling it, to really move on into the playoffs and really go through on that route. But this is a good start for them.
It's a good start, and hopefully it gets their confidence up for the next game and next week.
We are going to see some guys who wouldn't usually get to play are going to get to play a couple snaps on defense and offense whenever, as we do see this injured Coyote, Braxton Smith, and once again not looking to put any weight on that leg,
At their own 44-yard.
Which is not a good sign.
No.
I don't know what that was.
that was to tell him to stop talking. I think that was. 47-2 is your score. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line for this West Creek Coyote offense. And Wagner is going to remain in the game for the Coyotes. Had a decent night, Marcus. I mean, it hasn't been his fault by any stretch. I mean, the running game has not been what it needed to be, and really the consistency of this wide receiving core has not been up to par. You see here Thomas dropped in the backfield, going to lose a couple.
And he gets up bobbling, which is not a good sign for their star running back.
Yeah, if I'm this coaching staff, I'm getting my star players out of here and just move on to next week. Last thing you want is a broken leg or anything like that going into week 3, and then you're missing them. So it does look like that's what they're going to do. Once again, haven't seen any of Chris Parsons since he went out late in the first half. We've had T. Anthony Wagner come in to back up. Done a decent job tonight. Wagner back to pass. Complete to Elijah Reed, and he's fighting for the first down. It's going to be really close. I think he might have got it.
And right there, Elijah Reed just bulldozes a defender over to get that first down. As you see right here on the screen. Boom.
Fighting for every yard. I mean, that's something coaches will look back in this film. They probably won't be one to look at this film too much, but players fighting for yards when ultimately it really doesn't mean a whole lot. Wagner keeps it. Moves up to the 40-yard line and gets tackled by a linebacker. Looked like it was Malachi Shutt. Some substitutions being made here for the Northwest team. Micah Mullins coming out, and also Patrick Fall. Wagner passes it out to Elijah Reed, but he just can't hold on. We've seen a lot of that tonight, Marcus. Just poor Wagner, he's hit him right in the hands, and it hasn't come to fruition.
Coach is will get on them once the game is over. It's just saying, if it hits your hands, you got to catch those, no matter what.
Third down, 3rd and 5 at the 41-yard line. And it has been party mode since about halftime, Marcus. This team came out to play straight from the start. Wagner escaping a couple defenders, rolling out to his left, fires downfield. Great defensive play. Broken up by number 26 there. That's Kamari and Austin Walker.
Austin Walker right there. It was a teardrop throw by Wagner, so it gave Austin Walker time to go and break up that pass.
Great job, great recognition, seeing the play and then sprinting over there. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. In the backfield is that big linebacker, Alvion Thornton. Look at the pass protect. Still on his feet here, Walter Baxty. Touchdown. Touchdown Coyotes. Walter Beatty with a huge touchdown, and we do have a Northwest Viking down. It looked like a cutback block, Marcus. But here, take a look at the replay.
As you see, as he throws it to receiver, cuts back, makes a guy miss, gets an extra block, and he uses his speed to go to the outside, ends up running to his own teammate, but still has enough to score.
The first touchdown of the night for the Coyotes. Their other 2 points came a part of a safety, a block punt into a safety. So that's been their only 8 points tonight, has been the 6 points for Walter Beatty, and then the safety by the special teams. 4:08 remaining. We'd like to thank our sponsor once again, TN High School Football. TNHighSchoolFootball.com is a source for all things high school football in Tennessee. From Donovan Stewart's Victory Formation column to podcast interviews with area coaches. TNHighSchoolFootball.com has you covered. Nominate and vote for weekly players of the week at TNHighSchoolFootball.com.
In the concession stand behind the press box.
Those look like
Get your half price burgers and
Curious
balls.
Jones is walking gingerly.
Yeah.
But the extra point will be attempted for the first time tonight.
My sister's dog.
Rather, it's going to be they're going to be going for a 2-point conversion.
And I broke it pretty bad. I was in a wheelchair for 15 years.
Anthony Wagner hands it off, and the 2-point conversion is good. Alvion Thornton, the ball carrier.
The score now is.
As you see the replay right here, makes a guy miss and just bulldozes his way.
I must say I can't blame any of those guys for not wanting to tackle. 48-10 is your score, and we're going to take it to a break here on APSU-TV.
How will you lead to a better future? Will you lead through life-changing innovations, or will your leadership shine through the quality of your work? Success is defined by the individual. So it's time to think about the person you want to be and where you will learn to lead through excellence. It's time to become a governor at Austin Peay.
We welcome you back out here to Northwest High School. 47-10 is your score. 3 minutes remaining in this game, and other than that late touchdown, Marcus, really got to be disappointed with how West Creek came out tonight. A little hesitant. The running game didn't work out for them, and they really just panicked.
And when they panicked, it was in uncomfortable situations. And when you're in uncomfortable situations, you're going to make mistakes. And the Vikings capitalized on those mistakes.
Seibert is back to receive the kick for the Vikings. We'll see if they'll go for maybe an onside kick here, or just kick it deep and concede defeat. The kicker for West Creek Coyote, Cody Driver. And once again, that was the quarterback who received that. Not sure if I would have done that necessarily. Gabe Seibert with the return.
Smart job right there by Seibert to just slide, because you don't want your quarterback to get hit.
Nope. Not sure I would just put my quarterback in that situation, but he's going to live to tell another day, and we got a new quarterback in for Northwest High School. Robert Reese has come in with 1:30 remaining in this game. Late substitution in, Aaron Schlaglin. The long snapper in. Reese takes the snap. Hands it off to Marquand Price. A great run up to the 35-yard line.
And as you see those second and third string guys in there, they're still getting those blocks. Look right here. Good block right there to let Price go on the outside and get more yardage.
It's another young man making the most of his opportunities. His first run of the night. Reese takes the snap and just going to kneel it. So with that final kneel, that's really going to be it for this Viking win. What a great win it was, Marcus. And you got to say, the player of the game has got to be Gabe Seibert. I mean, he really took charge of this offense. Mostly, I would say, his leadership. Whenever things kind of looked a little shaky, when the safety happened, or he would just march right down the field and get this team a touchdown.
No matter what, even if it was penalties, something holding them back, Gabe came in and said, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do everything that we needed to do to get this W.
We also saw whenever we was at practice this Wednesday, the coaching staff was like, hey, these guys think they can just put up 40 points whenever they want. Well, that definitely did not happen tonight. 10 points scored here for West Creek. And they're really going to have to go back to the drawing board, because that was their play for the first 2 games of the season, was just trying to outscore your opponent. That did not happen tonight.
It did not happen tonight. And what we said earlier about their defense gave up 47 points. You just can't allow your opponents to just 47. That's a lot. That's a whole lot.
It's tough to win football games that way. It's tough to go into the playoffs playing football that way. But this is the first step for the Northwest Vikings to really get back into the playoffs and maybe start to make a name for themselves. The coaching staff came to us, Vernon Wright. He said, this is a very young group, but I'm excited. I mean, there wasn't a lot to be excited about for last year, but this year, a lot of hunger, a lot of talent, and it's really led to the charge by Gabe Seibert.
And that's the replays you see here. Just easy throws across the middle. Easy throws, and it was just his playmakers making plays, using their speed to their advantage, and then the defense coming up big in pivotal moments.
Yeah, a whole lot was not hard for Seibert tonight. I mean, he was really doing whatever he wanted. If he wanted to run, he would just run out to the right, find a man. He did whatever he wanted. Now the defense from Northwest, I think, has got to be given a lot of credit tonight, because even though maybe West Creek did not perform to their highest ability, you really got to do it with Northwest with their defense. Their front line killed it tonight.
And Tavarius Albury, I'll say, was the star for tonight's defense. He was just everywhere, attacking. Many tackles for loss. Wherever the ball was at, he was a ball hawk.
Once again, we would like to thank everyone for watching tonight. You can watch the replay of our high school football games on APSU-TV this coming Tuesday night at 7 p.m. APSU-TV is available on Spectrum Channel 192, AT&T U-verse Channel 99, and CDE Lightband Channel 9. Now next, whenever we have our next coming game, September 21st, we are going to be at Northeast will be playing West Creek, so we'll get to see firsthand just how West Creek will be able to respond on September 21st. Once again, your final score was 47-10. The Vikings take a big win tonight and get their first, the first annual West Side Championship. Trophy will go into their school. Until next week. Thank you again, everyone. Patton Cook alongside my partner Marcus Modi, and we'll see you next time.